A Cumberland County man who works for the states is accused of putting obscene bumper stickers on a Tesla. CBS 21's Grace Ruffalo live outside a Tesla dealership now in Silver Spring Township to break down this case, what we know about the suspect, and even more, getting some reaction from people that own Teslas right now. Grace.
Yeah, hey Joel D. So Tesla's been making headlines for different controversies, and it's not a different story here in Cumberland County. Today we found out that the suspect is actually an employee at the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. Let's go ahead and break down everything we know so far. 2 bumper stickers placed on the back of a Tesla. These are the messages police say Ronald Melusky put on the back of a man's car last month at Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Camp Hill. I decided to check out the location and see what the employees had to say.
I was shocked to hear that something like that happened around here, that someone would think that, they could vandalize something of someone else's. And the fact it just happened outside of where I work is kind of crazy.
Melusky is an employee with the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services, even winning an award for excellence back in January for his job performance. And in court documents, police say Melusky smiled at them when they asked him about what happened.
People are out here, everyone has different views, but you shouldn't be messing with other people's stuff.
The victim of the alleged vandalism says the stickers damage his custom wrap and would cost more than $3,000 to fix. But this was not an isolated incident. One Tesla driver I spoke to, who asked to remain anonymous, says they also have experienced harassment because of their car.
People have tried to cut me off. I had a truck run me off the road, things like that. So yeah, I've received some of that.
So Melusky was arrested back in May, and his hearing is coming up at the end of this month. In the meantime, I reached out to Tesla for a comment regarding this situation, but I haven't heard back yet. Who I did hear from was the Department of Human Services. Their Pennsylvania Office of Administration weighed in on the matter, saying, quote, "We do not comment on personnel matters." Reporting live in Silver Spring Township, Grace Ruffalo, CBS 21 News.
Very interesting, Grace. Thanks a lot. We asked folks at home, are you less likely to own a Tesla right now because of potential political vandalism? Interesting answers as we go to the board right here. Jessica says no, and my Tesla has cameras recording all of this, and also with a time and 0 deductible. So let's go. Let's go to this one. Dawn, people need to mind their own business. Just because I don't like something does not give me the right to destroy it. How about Noble? It is not difficult to remove a sticker, so no, that's not why I wouldn't own one. How about Beverly? I'm less likely to own one because I have common sense and good taste. Different opinion there. Jay says, I love mine. Fast, fun, cheap to drive. I can't also hit the button, and it does every bit of driving for me sometimes, so he likes all of that. Mark says, why? Because some people are so mentally unstable they have to vandalize other people's belongings. And the last one, Stephanie says, nope, but I'll be in court every day, all day to prosecute anyone who vandalizes. Interesting stuff. And right now, like we said before, there's some stats out there, more than 40% of the owners of Teslas experiencing some kind of vandalism or threats. Thanks for tuning in. The county man is accused of putting obscene bumper stickers on cars, a Tesla, and CBS 21's Grace Ruffalo live at a Tesla dealership right now in Cumberland County. So let's get into the vandalism first, then maybe some reaction from Tesla owners out there. What exactly happened here?
Yeah, sure. So officials say that this all went down April 17th at the Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Camp Hill, Joel. They tell me that the car was parked in that area when a man who was wearing a ski mask approached the back of the car and attached 2 bumper stickers, and that was all caught on surveillance video.
All right, so we have a picture of the suspect now. Tell us a little bit more about him.
So we know that is 45-year-old Ronald Melusky, who we found out today is actually an employee with the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. But new into the newsroom, Joel D., we're just finding out that the Department of Human Services has gotten back to us when we reached out to ask them for a comment, and they said, quote, "We do not comment on personnel matters." So, like I said, we are hearing from the website that he is actually the Director of Program Operations for the Department's Bureau of Community Services. Again, that's according to the DHS website. He was arrested back in May, and he does have a hearing scheduled for the end of this month.
Let's move this forward. You hear about the controversies out there. A lot of Democrats not happy with Tesla because of Musk and what he was doing with Doge and some other things. And now, Republicans might not be very happy with Musk because he's not cooperating with the big, beautiful bill. How is this corresponding to some other vandalism or other controversies when it comes to Tesla right now that you're hearing?
Yeah, right. Like you said, there were those fires at the Tesla dealerships in Vegas a few months ago. We even saw protests here in central PA. But some people I spoke to today, they said that they also feel like there is some hostility towards them when they're on the road with their Tesla. We spoke to one individual who you will hear at 6 o'clock, and they will describe their experience having to share the road with these individuals.
And one stat I'm looking at online right here, it's out of Great Britain, but it says 44% of Tesla owners have reported experiencing some sort of intentional damage to their vehicles. Grace Ruffalo, we look forward to seeing you at 6 o'clock. Thanks.